Good morning or good evening, depending on when you're listening to this. This is the ISP podcast. So let's clap it up, everybody. We've been waiting for a really long time, trying to figure out a way that we can do this because we were doing audio at first, right? Wasn't we doing audio at first?
Yeah.
We was doing audio at first, and now we decided that we're going to try to do some video, okay? Right. So I'm gonna introduce myself. My name is Matt B. This is who?
Tye Dollar.
Tye Dollar.
Ant Dog.
Ant Dog and my friend Bill. So let's just get right into the topics. Thank you for listening. You should be hearing a lot more from us. Check us out on YouTube. We have a Facebook at Willing Hands, so we'll be setting up some clips and different highlights of the show. So just let us know, okay? Likes, share, subscribe, right?
Wow.
The basic stuff. All right. And if you have some stuff that you want us to talk about, comment in the comments. What's up, Ant?
Hit that notification bell.
That's right. Hit that notification bell so you'll know every time we are dropping. So once we get into, which we will be, we should drop them with y'all on Friday, Thursday. What y'all think is a good day?
Maybe Thursday.
Maybe Thursday. We do something different every Thursday. Check us out. Like he said, hit that notification bell. So let's get right into our topics today. So I know, Bill, you are excited about this Browns. So tell us what happened this past Sunday with the Browns.
Bill? Last Sunday we played the 49ers and we won. So let's clap it up for our Brownies.
And I have to say, Bill, Tye, and Ant, y'all always like, the Browns can do it. The Browns can do it. The Browns can do it. Who would have think that we would beat the 49ers?
Well, totally be honest with you, I'm a diehard Browns fan. I thought we was gonna lose.
That's a tough team, though.
Oh yeah, they was undefeated, but we held off.
No
more. But when they got that ball and they was marching down the field, and they was going for that field goal, I said, "Oh God, here we go." But we held off, and we did it.
And I'm gonna tell you like this because we seen that week where they were playing the Cowboys, and they murdered the Cowboys, right? They just like they humiliated them. And I'm like, oh, this is an undefeated team. We don't got Watson. What is going on with Watson so far?
Well, I did some research, and Watson wants to play, but under the scenes, they don't want him to play, but he's ready to play. But then they did an interview with him, and they asked him when he wants to come back.
I mean, listen, at the end of the day, you can understand you're not going to go to work hurt. You're not going to go to work hurt. I hope you don't go to work hurt, because if he goes to work hurt, then guess what? There's a chance that he's not going to be on the Browns, right? He may want to go to another team, and that hurts his chances if he is. What's up, Will?
Well, I give him his props. If he's really not strong enough to play, and if the Browns go ahead and put him in, there's a possibility with that shoulder the way it is, he can really get hurt, and there goes his career.
Yeah, that's it right now. But we want to all, because we talked about our last podcast, I want to go. I've got a shout out to him. I don't know if a lot of you guys, we was talking about last week. He had burns. He was in an accident. For him to actually go out and play, that shows how tough the Browns are. Like, he didn't let an injury like that stop him. So like, I'm really rooting for the Brownies. We love our Browns. We love our Cavaliers. And speaking of the Cavaliers, when is they supposed to be playing?
Well, they're playing I think they're playing tonight, the last preseason game.
Okay.
And then their season opener is the 25th of this month.
Okay, look, that's pretty cool. Like, I know you excited, Ty. You a basketball fan, so like, what do you think about that? Like, what do you think the Cavs are we ready? Do you like the energy that you seeing from the younger guys that we got?
Yeah, I think we are.
Okay, yeah. Like I said before, you know, we love our sports teams here. So speaking about that, we all are from Cleveland, right? You
Yeah.
all are from Cleveland.
Yes.
You was telling me, I think Bill, you was telling me about something that happened locally, and we need to talk about these kind of things because we do have council people who actually do care about like the citizens and stuff that's here. So one of your concerns was you was telling me a young man over in this area, the Slavic Village area, he got shot?
Yes, down by Dollar over here. About 2:30 when school is letting out. There's a 15-year-old boy was coming out of school, and another 15-year-old boy shot him.
Wow, like that's 15 years old.
Yeah,
So,
both of them was 15.
so what you got, Ant? What's up?
Well, I think whoever did it, I hope they pay for it because if I don't know if the boy died or not, I hope that the family get justice.
And I feel like it's sad when you got to give your kids to kind of talk, worrying about them going to school and getting hurt by somebody that's a fellow peer of them. You know, it's sad that it happens over in this area, but we got to do our due diligence and kind of like helping to raise because it takes takes a whole community to actually to help out with this. So, you know, my thoughts and my prayers go out to the young man. He didn't pass away, right?
No, he's in. Last I heard, he's in the hospital. But
Is his condition improving at any?
yes, he's doing real good. But
Okay.
what I can't understand is, I want to bring something up
Go ahead.
if I can.
Go ahead.
But when I was growing up, I didn't think about that.
Right.
I didn't think about guns or anything. But some of these parents are saying, well, why did you shoot my kid? Why did you shoot my baby? But I blame the parents. You have to control your kids. And then with these parents saying, why did the officer shoot my baby? Why did these police shoot my kids? Well, if you teach your kids not to be out here in the streets late at night, then they won't get shot. They won't get shot. I blame the parents.
Okay, what's up, Ant? You got anything else to say after that?
2:30 and 3:30 in the morning. What is you doing outside? Because ain't nothing in these streets to play around with.
You right. Like what? Like my mom, like when it turned dark outside, the lights came on. We had to be in the house. What about you, Ty?
I used to stay out till the street lights came on.
Okay, yeah. I mean, hey, but you ain't.
I wasn't like
it wasn't like that.
it wasn't
But
like
I
that.
get what Bill is saying. Like at some point, the parents who are raising these kids, and that's why I said it takes a communal thing because you're not just raised by your kid. The kids aren't just raised by your parents. You got aunties, you got uncles, you got teachers, pastors, preachers, priests, or whoever else. You got people in your community that also help to affect. We don't really do that anymore. Like people just mind your own business, instead of like just like helping out. Like if I seen Ty, he's my neighbor and he's moving some stuff in and I know Ty, I say, hey Ty, you need some help or something? Just general things like that. People don't do that anymore. What's up?
What I think is, I don't think it's like it ain't called no snitching. I think
Okay.
it's called reporting the crime.
Well, it's funny because when I was an administrator at a school, that was one thing I used to tell them. Snitching, I don't know where this whole thing with snitching come from. Like, snitching to me, if you go to the real root word of it, is like me and Bill, we all doing the same thing. And what I do is to take the heat off of me, I tell, right? That's snitching. But reporting a crime, is not the same thing as snitching, right? And it's sad because some people won't even do it if it's their own family member, right? You know,
I look at it like this. I feel like if it was one of my family
just
members,
do me a favor, just talk in a little bit because I know you got.
I feel like if it was one of my family members and somebody I know the person that shot him, I want them to, especially if you're my friend, the want my family member to get justice.
Right.
You know, and about snitching is about you my friend or you my, you know what I'm saying? You should know.
You should, right? Yeah. You should know. Like you would want to know.
Yeah.
And that brings me to segue. You was telling me, Tye, I think this really is sad because we see in the news right now, there's Israelis and the Palestinians are in a conflict right now. Is war right now going on. And one of the things is that some people from even over here who are Palestinian or Jewish are facing some type of like, backlash because of it. And so what happened in Chicago with a little boy?
The mother said that the landlord knocked on her door.
Okay.
And kind of just went berserk and he pulled out a knife. He stabbed the mother first.
What?
So she got away from him and she ran and hid in the bathroom. So she said, I guess when he couldn't get to her, somehow he got to her son.
Wow.
And he grabbed her son, I guess locked him in the room with him, and she couldn't get inside the room, and he stabbed her son like 26 times.
Wow. I mean, my goodness. And he was 6 years old, right?
Yeah, I believe
6 years old. His birthday was that week. What type of world is we living in? It's go ahead, Bill.
It's a bad word out here. People just going crazy. It's just bad. My heart goes out to the family. I'm glad that they caught the guy, and it's just very, very sad.
Well, I'm a pivot off what Will said. It's very sad. What is wrong with these? What was going through the man's head to make him go berserk? That's what I'm trying to. I want to know what's going through his head.
How do you
make him go berserk?
Right. How do you hate a 6-year-old boy? He's 6. He ain't he has nothing to just going on. And a lot of people are not really want to talk about that because it's for some people it's controversial, but I don't think it's controversial. I feel like, on both sides, they're wrong for coming into the country and hurting children and these other kids that are dying in Palestine and stuff like that. They're, two wrongs don't make it right. I think that, let's try to resolve it in a diplomatic way to where we're not hurting innocent people, right? Everybody that's in Palestine isn't a terrorist. They're not the ones who do it, so they shouldn't have to pay. Just like any things that the Hamas had with Israel, you should have took it up with the government and not the innocence of people. So just, that's just something that we can talk about. But even more controversial topic is Jada Pickett Smith is going on this, I guess she's going on some type of rant or about what's going on with her and Will Smith. From, many news sources, Jada has said that her and Will hasn't been together for 7 years, right? Since 2016. And she keep opening up her mouth. And a lot of people is like, look, we tired of hearing about you, Jada. Like, you talking on TV, you done got a book that's coming out and you keep talking about how much you love Tupac, but come on now. How much can you deal with? Jada, shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. So I'm gonna let Tye talk about this a little bit about it. So what do you know about this, Tye?
Well, she was saying that she was just saying a lot of stuff like Tupac proposed to her, and people saying, no, how was that possible when he was in jail at the time? And they were saying that he was already engaged to somebody else.
Yeah, he was engaged.
And I think she just wants some attention. I think that's all.
I mean, I really think that she wants attention too. Like, leave Tupac alone.
Yeah.
We finally got some justice with, them arresting somebody. Leave him alone. And my thing of it is how much more can you emasculate Will Smith? What did Will Smith do so bad that you are going to make his life a living hell by continually embarrassing him? He already smacked, Chris Rock on the Oscars, and he did that trying to do it for you. And you coming on TV talking about my true love is Tupac. What you feel about that, Ant? If your girl was like some other man was their true love, what would you do?
Man, I'd be mad.
You'd be mad, right?
I'd be mad. I'd be heated.
Bill, player Bill. One of your girls talking about they true love is another man. What you gonna do?
I'd be like, adios.
Adios. I mean, at this point, I think that Will Smith, like you said, adios. I think he probably should just cut his ties with her. Their kids are grown. So it's not about like, oh, let's stay together for the kids, because the kids are grown. They have their own lives, right? But that kind of might explain some of the weird behavior that's going on with the kids, because Jada Pinkett, you wildin'. You done already been with, the son's best friend in his house.
August,
what is the name? August?
August or something like that.
August,
Yeah, I believe
October, or
August.
whatever. Jada, shut up. Shut up. You running your mouth too much. I don't know. Maybe it's because she's trying to get another role or something. She get like y'all said, she might be wanting to try to get attention. But hopefully she's not in any of the movies that me and Anna's gonna be talking about. So, like, what do you think about? And what are some movies that you can suggest to some people that might be coming out? Or maybe it's some shows that you're watching right now that you kind of like right now. What you think?
It's a movie that I went to go see. It was called The Nun.
The Nun?
Too.
Oh man, I don't like horror movies, but tell me about it though.
Well, it was a nun that was terrorizing the kids.
Yeah.
And they was an old church.
Okay.
And it was a nun that was scaring everybody, killing people.
Whew, that'd be a nun coming after you. That's pretty, I guess. Mm-hmm. Did you guys see that they are taking Five Nights at Freddy and they're making it into a movie? No. Did y'all see that?
No.
There is literally, they're going to take the video game Five Nights at Freddy. They've made them. I've seen a trailer yesterday. I don't know exactly when it's coming out, but that's probably going to be interesting. Because that movie, to me, you talking about like shock, screens or whatever else, he'll be behind you, and then it kind of scared you. And that game is one of them games where you like get scared when you be playing it, like Resident Evil or whatever else. One of the movies that I'm looking out to see is I'm a Marvel person, so I can't wait until Ms. Marvel, the Marvels come out. I'm currently watching Loki right now. You guys watch Loki?
No.
You never watched that?
No.
Do you got Disney Plus?
Nope.
No Disney Plus?
Nope.
Just Netflix? Anybody got Netflix? Hulu?
Nope. I'm using somebody else's Netflix.
So they done already with Netflix. They making it where you only one person can watch the account. They just was talking about that this morning. I don't got Netflix. They too high. I got Hulu, I have Disney, and I have HBO Max. So y'all got any of those?
Nope.
Man, what is y'all missing? It's like, look, I'm telling you, when you get listen, when you get your direct deposit, just pay for a year. It's worth paying for a year, so then that way you're not getting charged every single month. And then get you one of those like those debit cards you can just load it with money. Don't put it on your actual debit card. Put it on one of those, so then that way you don't get charged when you don't want the subscription anymore. And I like that because I ain't trying to,
I'm a Walking Dead person.
You a Walking Dead?
Yeah, I like Walking Dead. It's one of my favorite TV shows.
So I'm gonna be honest with you. I was so obsessed with that. What is going on so far? Because I stopped watching it. I'm gonna be honest with you. My heart was broken when they killed Glenn.
Yeah.
So I kind of like stopped right there with Negan. So what is going on right now in the season?
I'll be honest with you, I haven't seen it in a while, but I used to watch it every time it came on.
Honestly,
and I just like you, I just found out that they killed Rick off the show, but he
Oh
really
wow!
didn't die.
See, I didn't even know.
Yeah,
You
didn't even know.
You watch Walking Dead?
I did. I mean, like,
Carl loves that show.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, the first couple of episodes, I was like hooked. I was like really hooked on watching the shows, and I'm like, man, you know. But I kind of been taking it easy because y'all know yesterday I told you my birthday was yesterday. So happy birthday!
Happy birthday, man.
Yeah, I finally made it to the 40s club, y'all. 40s club. Can I get in? Come on. You still a baby. You still kind
Yeah,
of
you
like
still a baby.
You're still a baby. You still in your 20s. So I turned 40 on Wednesday. And you know, I still feel the same. I ain't gonna lie, I feel like some aches and pains there and but I'm gonna start working out. But I really did. My wife, she kind of like what she did was she took me out and did some really nice stuff for me. And it really, I'm gonna be honest with you. Thank you so much, babes. I love you for that. She really made me feel special, you know, and I think it's important, like when you love somebody, take them out on their birthday, you know, call them up, send them, give them a card or whatever else. Just let them know that you noticed them that day. Cause some people just don't, oh, it's today, it's such and such birthday. I ain't gonna even say nothing, whatever else. But I plan on maybe she's supposed to be taking me somewhere today. So maybe next week I'll tell y'all where she took me at for my birthday. So you know, I'm looking. She also she know I like video games too. She bought me Mario Wonder, the new Mario Wonder that's coming out. So I can't wait. Do y'all any of y'all game?
yeah,
I do.
I don't play games.
You don't play any games? What games you playing right now?
I play the Xbox One and the PS4.
Okay, so what games do you like? Is your favorite
On the
game?
PS4, I play Resident Evil.
Okay, Resident Evil. What games do you play, Ty?
I'm more of a Assassin's Creed
Oh,
person.
Assassin's Creed. I like
Yeah.
that game. Did any of y'all between you two, have y'all ever played God of War?
Yeah, I have.
That game is
I
actually
played
pretty
it before.
nice.
It's really good.
It has a really good
good.
storyline of like if you into mythology and into like you know, like they have like things about like the different Norse gods and different things that are on there. See, I follow a lot of that stuff. I was a nerd when I was a kid, so I don't really call it a nerd, but I like to learn about different stuff. So hey, you know, whatever else.
But right now I'm playing Witcher 3.
You playing 3?
Yeah, Witcher 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know what I'm playing right now? Guess what else? I got that new Spider-Man game from PlayStation.
Oh, yeah,
so it comes out Friday. I won't be able to get it until Friday. Like Mario Wonder, I won't be able to get to Friday anyway, too. So, you know, I'm looking forward to that. I like playing games. You should play some games. I know you play them on your phone, don't you?
The only game that I play on my phone is Monopoly Go
Oh, that's a hot game. I heard about that game.
and
Monopoly Go.
Yahtzee.
Yahtzee, okay. All right, so I gotta play some games because I was thinking about like some days when we're doing like research on the podcast and stuff. I should bring in my Switch or something. We can just play some games or something. Whatever else, whatever we could do. Something. Talking about important things, right? Let's talk about the fact that voting is coming next month, right? So we gotta vote. So you all said, I don't know if I'm gonna vote. So tell me, Ty, why you think you might not vote? Why, tell us.
Because I voted for Biden, and I feel like he didn't really
He's
keep
not
his word.
He
Yeah,
keeping his word.
yeah, what he said he was going to do.
I mean, a lot of people are feeling that way. They're like, what else? What about you? You feel like you're gonna vote November?
I never did.
Oh wow, you've never voted, not even for Biden?
No, I never did.
Oh wow, what about you, Bill? You vote?
No, I don't vote. No, I don't vote because it really don't matter because back when Hillary was running against Donald Trump, let me ask you guys something.
Okay.
How the heck did Donald Trump come back and win Ohio when Hillary was winning it?
So let me give you some things on that. There is some, a whole bunch of controversy about that. I don't. This is what I'll say: electoral votes. is with like when you the election, and I don't feel like when it came to electoral votes, because they're supposed to represent, the state or whatever, they had the opportunity, I think it was to December or something. I'm not for sure. I don't want to be quoted because I don't want people saying he dumb. He don't know what he's talking about. But you have time to like, the electoral votes I'll just say this. If you got a whole bunch of votes, right, you would think that you would win. That's not the case. You have to have electoral votes. That's what actually elects the president of the United States, right? So that's something that we need to probably, as voters, go to our leaders and say, hey, we want to change the electoral college or, whatever else. And maybe they'll change it or whatever else. I believe they would. But I'm going to tell you like this. What most people don't realize is voting is not just important about the president of the United States, right? Because the president, he's the leader of the whole US, right? But when it comes to things that are happening, like we was talking about the gun violence that's happened down, not too far from here, or different legislation that's affecting Clevelanders or Ohioans, you have to vote for stuff on the local level. So like I was saying before, like it could be a judge that we feel like is not doing a good job. You go in there, they harass you or whatever else, then you should vote for a different judge to come in there or try somebody that's different. But when you have people who are uncontested and they just gonna vote for the person because of their party, whether they're Republican or Democratic, independent, whatever it is, then your vote actually does count. Now, when it comes to the president, a lot of people that's a different story, because you have to put the right people into place locally and at the state level to kind of like get the things that you want. But a lot of times people just focus on who is the president, and you're not the only person that feel that way. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, I feel like I don't know. I want to watch what I say, because I feel like it was certain things that Joe Biden had promised, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna vote for him. Okay, I'm gonna vote for him. I know that I did not vote for Donald Trump at all, and there was several reasons why I feel like we needed somebody who actually has worked in, policy or whatever else. But if you did vote for him, that's what you're supposed to do. That's your right to vote for him. I'm not justifying anybody or trying to make anybody feel wrong. If you voted for Donald Trump, you voted for Donald Trump. You voted for Hillary, you voted for Hillary, right? My concern is it's education always, right? So I care about the school systems. I care about like with these guns and stuff like this. It's a lot of different things that we need at a state and local level that is important with voting for. So just think about it. If you don't feel like it's changing, maybe you should vote and just see what happens. But that's just like, I feel like the new mayor that we have, I think he's a younger guy. He's from Cleveland. I think that he is making some changes in the city, and they're good. And I know that he cares about like the educational system because he's a product of it, right? So I hope, we hope that you elect officials are listening to this, because we want to be able to encourage people like, Bill and Tye and Ant, that their votes count, But I feel I understand. I've been there where you feel like no matter what you voted, nothing happens. But that's where we got to come together as a community, as a people, and say, you know what, we're not just going to elect you because you're a Republican or you're a Democrat. What does your track record say? It's like when you hiring a job, right? Are you going to hire somebody who don't have the skills because you like them? Because they went to the same school as you? Because they look like you? You're going to hire somebody that want to do the job. Listen, the owner of Willingham's wanted me to do a podcast with you guys, right? So guess what? Is she going to hire somebody that she like, or is she just going to hire somebody who actually can do the job? Now, look, within the last couple of weeks, we figured out, y'all help me, how to do a podcast on video, because we were doing audio first. Audio is easy. We wanted to invite the video video element, and we did it. Common minds thinking alike, and I knew we could do it. So this is our first one, but hopefully we get a whole bunch of this type of content. I love working with you guys because y'all talk about a lot of different stuff that regular people they struggle with every single day. So your thoughts, they matter just like your vote does. Okay, so that's all the time that we got because we ain't got no more topics. This is ISP, and like Ant said, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Let us know if there's something that you want to talk about. If you have any critiques, if you about voting, about your opinions about what happens in Chicago with the stabbing, or maybe you just want to talk about how Jada Pinkett is making a fool out of herself and her family, comment below. But until next time, we're going to sign out, and I'm going to let my co-host sign out as well. So we're going to start going this way, and then, we go to the end. So go ahead.
Tye Dollar. God bless.
All right.
Ant Dog, God bless.
Bill, God bless.
And God bless you too. And this is the end of our podcast.